Hello, happy Friday. Welcome to Freestyle Friday Double Art Events. We are live. It's been a little minute. Miss you all. I hope today has been positive, peaceful, and productive for you. So before we jump in and get started, we have a few announcements. Showcase Your Talent show will be the last Sunday of this month, the 26th, from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom. Make sure you check us out. There is still time to register. There are only literally a few spots left. So if you want to compete for the double prize of $200, definitely sign up. We also have sponsor spots where you can share your product, service, or business. We also have feature spots where you just want to showcase your art. And we also have an open mic segment where if you don't want to be a part of the competition, you do not have to, okay? We also have so much going on here at Intelexx. We have our meeting of the minds coming up later this month where we'll be talking about being a generator. We have our Q&A Wednesdays coming up next week where we will be focused on a question where we pose it to get interaction with you, share some clips, have some discussion, and that is also your time to ask us anything in regards to whatever comes to mind. During that time, you can either ask during a live in the comment or question box. You can submit your questions ahead of time for them to be guaranteed answered. And it's just our time to get to know each other a little bit better. And our question for this month is, how do you stay humble while being praised? Okay, we also have Intelexx, a Place for Artrepreneurs podcast. We are in season 3 right now, and we are not just audio, we are also visual. So if you are interested in being a feature for upcoming shows, definitely connect with us so that we can add you on that list. You can also check out our previous seasons on Spotify, on Anchor, on Apple, and so many other platforms, as well as YouTube. All right, we have, what do we have? We have our art and business seminar, part 2 of our 3rd one coming up next month. Go check out our previous ones. They are all on YouTube. We also have promo options. We have books. We have merch. Our online store is up and running. Definitely go to our link in the bio for all of these options so that you can stay up to date on all things Intelexx, right? We have our email list. So all of you who subscribe to our email list, you will be up to date on all things Intelexx, and you'll be the first to know any updates, anything like that. We are working on a few things. So if you are on that list, be prepared because we got some things in the works, okay? And only the emailers will get that heads up first. Once they know, then everybody else, y'all know later on. All right. We also have our YouTube channel. Subscribe to that as well. Let's see if I missed anything because we got so much going on. But today is our double art event. So we have our open mic, which is pretty much every Friday. Like, of course, our Freestyle Fridays. We have our open mic every Friday. We have an event. Second Fridays is specifically for battle art, where we have a bunch of artists go against each other based on the theme. The viewers vote, and whoever wins the most votes is the winner for the month, and they pick next month's theme. Since we didn't have a winner our last time, that is still our current theme, which is hero versus villain. We are also doing our Art of War, Art Awareness Fundraiser that we have third Fridays, where we are raising awareness for the beauty, necessity, and uniqueness of art, as well as raising funds to come to a place near you to go from not just virtual mini concerts, but physical concerts. And the people who are in the states and countries that we go to will be hosting those events so that we can see what art looks like based on their culture, based on their background, what it looks like, what it sounds like, so we can get a taste of their art. All right. All right. So let's see, and also is sharing your art for a good cause, and that's what it's about. All right. Let's see. What else do we have going on? We got so much going on here. I believe we went over everything. Also, one thing to think about is, so we have our online store, like I told you, but what we are doing, we are creating keychains for reasonable prices. You send in your pictures, we create the collages for you, and we send it out to you, and you get it within days, y'all. And that's a hack for anybody that's on here that wants to make some extra, some extra income, some extra coins. That's a little side hack that you can do, and you can create pretty much anything with that, right? All right, so we're gonna bring up Miss Anochi. But if you are interested in sharing any art, you can request to join. If you have anything that you want to discuss or share to help, definitely request to join. We'd love to have you. We're going to have Miss Anochi team. Let's see if we're going to let you come in. What's going on? I accepted. Okay. Alrighty. Well, and if you are not a camera person, that is fine. You can add whatever you would like to add in the chat, and I will read it. And people will follow along, right? And this was supposed to be later on, but my schedule is changing every week, y'all. So we had to push it up just by a few hours. Yes. So if you are an artist and you want to share your art, definitely share that. Also some upcoming events, right? So Voices and Power is always having an event. That's like an awesome open mic that you can go to if you are in, it's several cities now and international, right? So shout out to Lewis for that. So depending on what city you're in, you could be in Houston, in Philly, and so many other places that VIP goes to. They have an event coming up in Philly, I know on the 21st, and they have the masquerade event for their anniversary coming up. Also, Official Rhythm and Grooves Season 3 dance competition is on April 30th. That is coming up as well. Just like different things. Also on the 21st, I will be speaking at a virtual event for Wolvie, Women of Influence. So definitely check that out if you're available. But there's so much going on, right? Just share whatever y'all got going on. But we're going to have spoken word, spoken cats come on and share some art with us.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Sì, quindi arrivo realise that God's gave you a mission, and that mission is to pull everybody in. It's hard to handle.
Yeah.
But
a lot of pressure.
All good. All good. It's nice to see you, and thank you for pulling me up.
Yes, no problem.
This is quite an important one. It is quite an important one. So, see that goal that you know will fill your soul. What if, like, you've obtained it? See that power that you thought you couldn't know? Live like you've obtained it. See that strength that you thought you'd never gain. Live like you thought you'd never know it. See that path that the demons threw you off. Live like you've reclaimed it. See that glow that you thought was dimmed and destroyed by the horrors of your past. Live like you've reframed it. The voice you thought you wouldn't raise because you own it. The skill you thought you'd never hone, whether you've honed it. We all face curveballs that another may not know. We all have seeds that have been planted and darkness can grow, causing scarred minds that keep us planted, unwanted binds that keep us rooted. Forget the times you've been shrouded in mist. Let go of all or anything that's missed. Your future is golden. Your future is sun-kissed. Earth is only a temporary home. From the place in the crowds, your soul is missing. That's why all along you've heard snakes and demons rattling and hissing. Because your soul is as pure as a freshwater spring. Oh, through angels' wings, it's been filtered. So come on, you can do this. You actually shimmer and glow like the aurora borealis. Boom.
Yes. What was your inspiration behind that piece?
Everybody goes through their own battles.
That is a fact. But I like the one part you said, apart from you can do this, because you can, is that your soul is as pure as a freshwater spring. Some people need that reminder, you know.
Aww.
Yeah.
I'd love a fucking cuddle right now, but I'm in Scotland, yous are in America, so I'm not getting no cuddle. I've just got to go to sleep without getting a cuddle.
Aww.
Sorry, that sounded really cute and really pathetic, but it's true.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, big cuddle. Everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat, big cuddle. Yes. Thank you, Queen.
No problem.
Thank you for the platform.
Thank you for hopping on. We appreciate you over here.
Oh, I still gotta get to sleep. It's so true. It's mental. But thank you.
No, no problem. Thank you.
No, I don't even know what to say. I
Do
should
you
take
have any?
notes, right? No way. No, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Um, I can't be asked trying to find that song. In fact, John Lennon. Imagine there's no heaven. Do, 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 do. Fuck that. Thank you. Puddles are welcome. These are all gems.
Yes.
I need to go to sleep.
Yeah. What time is it out there?
Oh, you can't wait now. See that goal? No, that's a different song. What's that?
What time is it out there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me check. No, let me check. 2 seconds. Oh, what the fuck's going on?
It might exit you out. Well, while that's... Oh, you're back.
No, it's not. It's 21:15, so it's 9:15 in the morning.
Oh, okay. Nice.
But you know what? If it's all right with you, I've got a really special message for everybody. If that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, what one's that? Recovery. Can't remember the name of these fucking songs. Right, wait a minute. No, this is a major life lesson for me, and probably a major life lesson for quite a few people.
Mm-hmm.
Dear women making Sam, see that box that you thought I fitted in? And little did you know, saying used you like a pawn against me, to bash me, to fucking undermine me. Everything I've battled alone. Now each time I pick a pen up, I pull Excalibur from stone, a God-given gift I'm starting to hone. He exaggerates, I hear you say. He wears his dad's murder like an albatross on a naked Jupiter, I hear you say. He's just a fucking pawn, he's lost it, he's gone and said, ah, so wait. See, these eyes are mystery. You think you know their history. Only the ones who are now gone will even have the capability of knowing me. The life that's been a battle for them, they think it's been impossible for me. Maybe half a step, maybe one shoe. You wouldn't want a quantum leap with me. I'd safely do it with you. Only a family of trees wanted to be haunted. And the demons thought they fucking trumped by using my dad's voice. Or anyone that's passed. I always knew the different voices. I hear them. Again, so I thought, well, what a fucking carrot the demons thought they had cast. And here he is. Where were yous? I remember cycling to work one.
I believe he is frozen. Is he frozen for anyone else that's here? Let me know in the chat. I believe he was frozen. That is okay. And he was in the middle of a great piece. We'll see if he's able to hop back on in a little bit. But everybody, shout out to, yes, like you said, the wordplay was crazy, but spoken words, spoken Scots, all the way from Scotland, y'all. Give it up. And welcome to those who just hopped on to our Freestyle Friday double art event where we are doing our battle art. That's usually second Fridays, as well as our Art of War, Art Awareness Fundraiser. That's normally third Fridays. And we are infusing them together. So there will be months where we have our double art event and you get a 2-for-1 special, and there will be months where we do both, one on second Friday, one on third Friday. But this month we are doing our double art event. So if you are interested in participating and just sharing your art for a good cause, that is an option. You can participate for the battle art segment, and the theme is hero versus villain, and that is an option as well. I will share some art, and honestly, depending on the flow, because we changed the time today, we may not be on as long as I intentionally wanted to. But of course, life brings its tests, and life brings so many different things. But the beauty of it is that you are able to adjust to whatever comes your way, right? Or we should be able to adjust. Even if it's not necessarily our plan, we should still be able to adjust regardless. So I want to share a piece. And it is still Women's Month, right? March is Women's Month. So I want to focus on the woman, right? So I am going to find one of my pieces that focuses on the woman, okay? And while I do that, Diamond, you said you freestyle, seeing my body for the first time, not knowing a villain took over while my sis rescues me. I call her hero. Oh, I like that. I like that. Yes. I like that, sis. And for those that don't know Diamond, she's always sharing some dope art, is always putting herself out there, and very supportive. So if you don't know, and she got a whole bunch going on, and she just celebrated a birthday. I hope you enjoyed. Um, Maybe next time I'll be there in person, we'll see. We'll see. Gotta schedule that. But yeah, she's doing a thing, y'all. So definitely check her out and support her, as well as all of the artists that are here. So let's see. I think I might do two pieces, but okay. So this one piece, um, when they said she was going crazy, she was awakening. When they said she was isolating, she was healing. When they said she was acting funny, she was growing. When they said that she changed, she was evolving. When they said she didn't care anymore, she finally realized that her peace lives within. Now, that is not my words. That was a meme, but it felt like an on-time message. My peace is a really, really mini peace, and it's awaken, heal, grow, evolve. A beautiful equation for obtaining peace from within. Just my little piece on that. All right, because sometimes I like to see pictures or videos or even words, and I create different pieces off of that sometimes. All right, let me see where my other one is. Let me see. Okay. This is also, these are not my words, but since we are shouting out women right now, this is called The Woman. The reason you are far away from God is because of your attitude towards women. You will never find God, and you will never grow to honor God as long as you are a mistreater and disrespecter of women. The woman is the secret, and she contains the secret. The riddle has been with God, but the secret of the riddle is in woman. And unless and until we become better acquainted with who she is, you may never see who you are. Okay, so now it's from Minister Farrakhan. Like this world would be, I don't know where it'd be. The woman wasn't here, you know? All right, and let me see. And you know, as women, one thing that we all have are bodies that house little people inside of them, right? And, you know, you don't have to actually carry a child to be considered a mother, because a mother is not a title, it's an action behind the name. So somebody who raised you, somebody who takes care of you, somebody who teaches you, who instills different things in you, all of these are mothers, right? Right. So this is for the mothers. Just wanted you to know that you're stronger than you think. When life took a hold of you and you thought that you would sink, you didn't. You floated to the surface, ready to take on whatever. The more obstacles you faced, the wiser you got, the more clever. Every time you passed a test, another one came along, as if the previous ones didn't exist, but it didn't stop you. You remained focused and kept running. So don't give up no matter what, because better days are coming. Hold your head up high and stay focused on your purpose. Despite the storms that come your way, a rainbow always comes to the surface. Based on what you've been through, you should have been crazy or dead, but you're different. You're set apart. You chose to persevere instead. There's always sunshine after the rain. Despite the test, you smile. So sit back and relax, because you won't be in the storms for a while. I'm so proud of you and who you've become. You meant what you said when you told me I'd be someone. There's so much more in store for you. Just watch. You've got it in you, that special touch. Before I go, I'll tell you one last thing. Enjoy each moment as it comes and accept all that life brings. Sincerely, the intellectual poet. All right. So that was Ode to the Mothers. Okay. All right. Ode to the women, ode to the mothers. You know, you are appreciated and you are necessary for the development of us as a people, because, you know, we come from you, so we appreciate you. All right. Yes. Oh, nice. Columbia. All right. Be safe, girl. So again, welcome to those that just hopped on to our Freestyle Friday Battle Art and Art of War Art Awareness Fundraiser, our 2-for-1 double art event where you have a chance to participate in our battle art, or you have a chance to share your art for a good cause. Either one is available. If you would like to share, you can request to join. If you are not a video person, but you still want to share, you can add your information in the chat and I can share it for you on behalf of you. A shout out to the ones who have hopped on so far. We might stay on for a little bit longer, and then head out. And we will see. Because I definitely have to go some places as well. So that's why this got moved up. But it's all good. I appreciate you all for hopping on and for rocking out with us over here. We might end this early and do our light and love over on Intelexx, our CEO page, right? We might do that. We might do that. It might be good, to share some inspiration for today because it's a lot of stuff going on in the world, right? A lot of stuff. But I think that's what we might do. So maybe we've been on here for a little minute. It's been a little minute. It's been a good minute. And everything don't have to last long. Like, it's a little hack, right? Some stuff can be 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and you can still get people to watch, get people to view, get people to just really support you. But your tribe is going to be your tribe regardless, right? So don't even focus on whether or not they're going to support you or not, because a lot of times people who are struggling or on their way to the top, people support. But once they get up there, sometimes, you know, it's not as much, or it's a lot because they weren't with them during the struggle. They see the success and it's like, oh, I want to be like them. I want to be with them. I want to follow them. I want to do all these different things. But when they were struggling and when they, all the things behind the scenes and the steps it takes to get to success, people weren't trying to support, But like I said, your tribe will be your tribe, and some people will be with you during one part of your journey. Some people will fall off, and you meet some people later on. But who's for you and what's for you won't miss you. So don't stress and don't trip over stuff that's out of your control, okay? All right, so again, some announcements. Showcase Your Talent Show is the 26th of this month. The theme is Art Madness. If you are not signed up, definitely do not wait because we really only have like 3 spots left, and more than likely that will be filled up before the deadline for this month. So if you have not registered as a contestant for your chance at $200, as a feature where you're showcasing your art, as a sponsor where you're talking about your product, service, or business, or if you just want to hop on and share your art as a somebody that just wants to share during our open mic segment, all of those options are available. And of course, the viewers, we wouldn't be doing any of this without you. There's an option for you as well. Click that link in our bio and register for one of those options today. We also have Meeting of Minds Mondays coming up later this month, where we talk about different topics from art to business to self and everywhere in between. If you have any topics that you would like us to discuss that we have not, check out our previous topics on our page on YouTube. And if there's anything that we have not discussed, or if you would like to host Meeting of the Minds Mondays, definitely connect with us so that we can add those topics onto the queue and we can add you on the list, because we are here to serve you. And our topic for this month is knowing how to be a generator and what that means. We also have our Q&A Wednesday coming up this next week, actually, where we pose a question of the month just to get some engagement with you all and to see you all outside of your artist hats, because we are more than artists, even though that's who we are. That's not all that we are, and kind of getting to know you a little bit better, starting dialogue, sharing thoughts, sharing videos, sharing audio, and really just coming together. And our topic for this month, our question that's posed is, how do you stay humble while being praised? So if you are interested, definitely tune in during that time. We have so much, so many different topics. And if there's a question that you would like to ask during that time to get to know us a little bit better, or any questions that you think we can help you solve, we will do our best. And you can ask those questions during our live in the chat or the comment section, or you can email them ahead of time. If you are at, so let me tell you the email is intellexxapc@gmail.com. And if you are interested in hosting our Q&A Wednesday in the future, you can definitely connect with us as well, because we will add you to the list. Freestyle Fridays, we have 3 segments. Open mic is pretty much every Friday. We have an event. Second Fridays are battle art segments where you go up against other artists based on the theme of that month. The viewers vote, and whoever has the most votes wins for that month some coins, as well as picks the theme for next month. So the theme that is still a recurring theme is hero versus villain. Third Fridays is our Art of War, Art Awareness Fundraiser, where we raise awareness for the beauty, necessity, and uniqueness of art, so that we can come and as well as raise funds so that we can come to a place near you to go from virtual to in-person concerts. The plan is for us, once we are able to start going around, going on tour, that wherever we land, whoever's in that city, in that state, in that country, will be able to host those events so that they can show us what art looks like in their neck of the woods, so that we can appreciate how art looks to them. All right, and we also have featured segments for Fridays where we sponsor, and we could sponsor, but we spotlight an entrepreneur doing their thing in the community. We have some dope artists, dope entrepreneurs doing their thing that we've highlighted so far, that we'll be continuing to highlight, because there's so much awesome, great talent and artistry out here. And this is what we do. We promote your art so that you could be the best you that you could be, right? So we do that for Friday. Stay tuned for this month's spotlight. You'll definitely enjoy. We also have our Art and Business Seminar Part 2, our third one, Part 2 next month. Check out this month's seminar on YouTube. And also, we have Intelexx Space for Artrepreneurs podcast. Season 3 is going on right now. Check out our previous seasons. They were just audio. This season is audio as well as visual. If you're interested in being a feature, definitely connect with us so that we can add you on that list as well. We have promo options. We have books. We have merch. We have our online store up and running. One thing that's on our store that you can get is our personalized keychains, where you send us pictures and we form a collage for you, send it back to you with the keychain, and it comes in within days. And it's affordable. You don't have to do some outlandish things, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, we have so much going on, and stay connected with us. Subscribe to our email list. It is free $99, and you stay up to date on all things Intelexx. We also have member fees. We also have our YouTube channel you can subscribe to. But yes, so it's Project Phase 2.0. Let's have you up. Hello.
Hey,
I'm going well. How are
how's it going?
you?
I'm doing excellent. And I was just commenting down there. I was like, wow, I've
Yeah.
never been even on this page. And to come in and get it Freestyle Friday double, I'm like,
Things happen at the right time.
that's just, oh yeah. I was looking at that. I'm like,
Awesome.
this is right up my alley. So I'm like,
That's good.
I'm just blown
So
away.
where
I'm
are
like,
you
wow.
from?
Originally, I'm from born and raised Los Angeles, but I'm here living in
Nice.
Maryland.
Los Angeles and Maryland. They are different.
Yep, yep, yep. Well, it'll be it'll be Los Angeles,
Oh, you was
Atlanta,
all
then
over.
Maryland. Well, hey, most people is
Yeah,
way everywhere. I'm
that is
like,
true.
whoa.
Okay. So what would you like to share today?
Well, I heard the topic was hero versus villains. Like, is that like right now or is that later on?
So
Like,
this
I
is
want to know where
the
y'all
double
segment
art
is at.
event. So we're actually doing both. So the battle art segment is hero versus villain, but you can also share any art without the theme. It's up to you.
Hmm. Okay. Um. Hmm. 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 Battle art. That's crazy. But like I just kind of like it's so exciting that someone's hosting something that's tailored to freestyle poets. And
Yes.
I'm
And
like,
that's
oh,
also it's
really?
also a play on words too. So it's not just freestyle, but your freestyle,
Hmm.
you know, however you come. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. Okay. Wow, that there's so much I could say and do in this thing. Because I wanted to do the theme that I heard, but that's actually a battle piece theme, so I could
That's up
save that for later for another
whatever
time.
you feel is best.
Hmm. That is crazy. Like, like I guess I'm just overjoyed right now that I'm just like,
Yes.
wow. And I just shout out to my mama. You know, she just stepped in.
Oh.
She's been an advocate. Just hey, mama. Now, this is the first live I've been on that's tailored specifically,
Yeah.
like custom made. Hey, freestyles. Like this is what we. I'm just I'm blown away. That's exciting. But hey, I'm gonna get into this piece, and I'm just gonna have fun. And you know, you just hey,
All
we
right.
we
That's
just
it.
gonna have fun. That's all.
My art therapy.
There,
So this is fun for me.
there, there you go. And please just let me know whenever you guys are doing something. And it's
Yep.
plus it's every Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be here. So here we go. My pen is my sword. My heart is my ink. Which one do you want to see bleed?
Mm.
Picture me. I'm traveling down this desert. This desert doesn't seem to have any water, but yet my water I'm drowning in on the inside of me because I'm surrounded by my circumstances, my situations. It seems like a tidal wave here to knock me off my feet that I can't actually walk in purpose. I'm crippled in my surface. On the surface area of my life, I feel like I'm smiling on the inside out, but yet on the inside outwardly, I'm broken into pieces. Fragments of a grenade that's actually exploding into catastrophic pieces that it's like I stepped on a landmine. But here I am, always hollering out, I'm just fine. But people don't see the pieces of the fragment that shattered into pieces like glass. But who am I? Who am I to everyone else? I'm just an anomaly. I'm just a person. I'm just here trying to be everything else that I'm supposed to be, and not not trying to transform, camouflage, and transform into something that I'm not. Maybe it's the ideology that when you're wounded and when you're hurt, you try to be something that you're not. You're not a superhero. You don't have a cape on. You're not Superman. You're not Clark Kent. Yes, we have natural normalities that actually treat us like kryptonite. But what happens when our fight isn't crippled, but our life is crippling? Maybe it's a hesitant stand to actually walk in our actual lowest lanes. But where we stand, where we fight, where we continue to press through the darkness that actually seems like a darkest night. Or maybe we'll sit here and chill with the Joker. The insanity of his marvelous ways of trying to keep us all locked up in a cage while we actually are trying to save our own place in this life. Who are we to be? I guess when you look at yourself in the mirror, you got to ask yourself, who are you? Who are you supposed to be? Where are you supposed to stand? Maybe you're supposed to stand in a hot liquid fire, but maybe you're supposed to actually prove that you have fire. The fire to keep moving. I call this fire perseverance.
Hey, that's right. Look, you started off like, hold up, okay. Your pen is your sword, and your art is your ink. I like that. Yes, that was decent. Definitely. Listen. All right, so we got a showcase coming up this month, and you can win up to $200 for the grand prize, and it's virtual. Yes, it's on the 26th from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you are interested, we got a few spots left. Got a few spots left. And the line, look, listen, every month the lineups just get better and better. So, you know, some great art hopping through. So
let me know where I
if you
can
click
sign
the
up.
link in the bio, it'll give you the option. It'll say showcase your talent show registration, and it'll take you right to that link, and you can fill out your information like that.
All right. I'll do just that because yeah.
Definitely need that. Thank you.
Like I'm
Yes. Do
excited.
you
This is
have
amazing.
any upcoming events or anything that you have out that you want to share with the people?
Upcoming events, no, but I do have my autobiography of my life.
Okay,
Link is in the bio.
Yes.
I at least got something done during
Yes.
this life.
No, that's good.
Busy.
I'm actually waiting to do my autobiography as my last book. I got a few more to go before that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, outside of that, I've been doing poetry for maybe about 2 years now, and it's been on and on about this. Like I do have written pieces now. I do have written pieces. I do have a genre of written pieces, but outside of that, I've been mainly just getting on here, doing freestyles, having fun. Just hey,
Yeah.
it's just what I do.
No, that's good though. You definitely need to keep sharing your art because you are one of the dope artists that are out there. So keep sharing.
Hey, I appreciate it, and you know, I think one of the dopest things about people is when they find out who they are. That's what makes them really dope because people see the talent, but God sees the heart.
And you can tell.
And
you can tell when somebody's genuine. You know, when they're real, when they know who they are. It definitely shows based on how they present their art too. Definitely shows. You can tell when it's people that actually go hard for what they love. It definitely shows. So.
Oh yeah. And this was me like just having fun with it. Like I haven't even dove into the depth, the magnitude of what's what. Because I'm like, you know, I like when I heard that title, I'm like, let's save that for this section here. This is hot. That's Richard. That's
yes.
And so nah, it's all love and fun, and outside. I am going to start having a men's group. That's the thing I forgot to mention. I
Mm-hmm.
almost forgot, but the men's group that I have is going to be launched either on Instagram or Clubhouse. I I thought I launched it, but I didn't. I have to go back and actually post it, and like because I've never really used Clubhouse for making an
Okay.
actual house, and so I'm learning how that stuff works. But once I understand that part, men's room, men's place, the basis of it simply men united, coming together. We
Yes,
need to heal.
definitely necessary.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yes,
men
that
go
y'all
through
don't
a
talk
lot too.
about.
Yeah, we may not talk about it, but also sometimes we don't have the grounds to really talk about it because we're too busy either being the man, being the provider, being this, being that, being all these other things that we don't even have a proper time to sit down, decompress, release, say this, that, and the other without being
Right.
judged, without being, you know, it's just a lot of different things. And, it's not saying that women don't have that because you guys do. You have more areas where you guys could expand and be together. But for us men, it's hard for us to come together, which is, I'm like, well, why don't I just throw it out there and just be like, whoever want to
Mm-hmm.
catch this room, catch it. But outside of that, like, let's come together
Exactly.
because united we stand, divided we fall. And so I'm like, hey, we could either come together and do this thing for real, or we could just be apart and we could just crumble. But I'm like, hey, as far as me and my house,
That's all
hey,
right.
let's stand.
It's a great mindset. And listen, usually
So,
where the need is, if it ain't being done by somebody else, that part of your purpose to fulfill that. So, yeah.
exactly. And so, when I was growing up younger, like, I didn't see a lot of help like that. Like, I just say I was even told to just man up, like just get it together. Like I didn't like when I went through a lot of hard stuff, I didn't get a hug. I didn't get a hug at all. Like it was just,
Mm-hmm.
well, deal with it. And it's not that and it's not that like I was just thrown to the wayside, but in a sense I kind of was. Like when Richard had a
Right.
problem, it was like deal with it, bro. And I can see how somebody who doesn't have the proper levels to balance themselves out,
Mm-hmm.
they can go nuts. Like they can run and
Right.
just be like, you know what, bang, look. Like I went through all the suicide attempts and stuff like that growing up when I was younger, and so it's like I know what it's like to actually have a need and
Mm-hmm.
not have that need to be met. And when growing up back in LA, like I lived off of Crenshaw and Slauson. So if we all know about Crenshaw and Slauson in Los Angeles, we know that that's some of the roughest areas to grow up at. And, just dealing with being jumped, bullied, all this other stuff. Like, though we may have long ago passed it up,
Right.
if we never dealt with the
Right.
pain, it's still buried there. And if it's still lodged there, then it's going to really like come out at the worst place possible. And so it's like we either are going to deal with that or build up on it, and then it becomes a whole catastrophic event that's
Exactly.
not even welcome. And, and that's why I want to make this men's group and make it effective and just allow men to be able to be men, but also allow them to vent in a peaceful manner where they can feel safe, they can feel welcome, they could just be like, hey, look, this is what's going on. And just come together because if we don't, how are we going to stand up to life and what's going on?
Exactly. It'd just be a continual running away from
So
that part of you. But whatever you don't
yeah,
deal with, it always comes back. So, yeah.
Yeah, it always comes back. That's why it's like, deal with it now. Don't sweep it under the rug. Like, I mean, I get it when, sometimes we try to sweep stuff under the rug, so to speak. Sometimes we'll try to buy different things to try to, you know, oh, well, whatever, like, I'll get over it. And well, that's nothing. But actually, when in doubt, we're actually suppressing it, and we don't even know how deep we're suppressing it, because what other issues are attached to that issue that's spiraling you out of control, mentally speaking. And then it's like all these other things is just creating a huge void, a huge place. It's like, and so it's like, hey, I'd rather be that one person that could stand in the midst of the fire and say, hey, let's
Right.
nip this all in the bud right now. Let's talk. I don't care if we believe the same thing or not. Let's just talk. Let's just talk. Let's just have this common ground where we can sit down and be like, hey, look, this is what it is. Let's go forward. And, whether people want to talk or not, at least be around in that environment where you can feel safe to even drop comments, be like, okay, hey, look, this is what I'm dealing with, or
Right.
that's just me on the side. Like something that could create a positive space for men to speak. That's all. And so that's why I do what I do. And, as I'm doing the freestyle, I'm always trying to promote what I'm doing. And so once it's actually completed, I could be like, okay,
Hmm.
guys, this is what I've been
Right.
talking about. Here we are.
Well, that's definitely
Yeah.
needed, especially nowadays. So that's good. Definitely
Yeah,
stay connected so that we can share that information out on our platform as well.
absolutely.
All
I,
right. Well,
I
thank
sure will.
you so
I
much
sure
for
will.
hopping on. I hope
Thank
you
you.
have a great rest of your day and good weekend.
Absolutely. Just let me know whenever you come back on. Let me know are you on
Eastern
Eastern
Standard
Standard
Time,
Time,
yeah.
or what time frame are you on? Okay, cool. So yeah, just let me know
All
when
right.
you're on.
Sounds good.
I'll be
Thank
here.
you.
All
You
right.
as well.
Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Bye.
All right. It's Project Phase 2.0. Thank you for hopping on. And as Diamond says, you said his name is Richard. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, welcome. Thank you for sharing your art. Once this live is posted, I will be tagging every participant of the show on here. So we have time for one more, which is Kundan, and they will share their art with you all. The storytelling put to close us out. Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Hello. What is up?
Nothing much. Long day. That's not over yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How's your day going so far?
It's the 3 in the afternoon, so it's still going.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
what city are you in, or what state?
California.
Oh, the nice state, the state that I need to visit again.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
you are a few hours behind us out here on the other side.
Right.
Yeah. But definitely a great place to be. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so what will you share with us today?
So I can share. Let's see. Hmm. Can I share 2 pieces?
Yes, you are our last one, so you are
Oh,
closing this out.
okay. So I want to share this one first. This is called. This is from my Untitled Emotion series. And I'm teaching a workshop on burnout recovery in about 10 days. So I be reading this poem at the beginning of that workshop because it's kind of related.
Okay.
So this is called Untitled Emotion Series, number 5. All right, so all right. Work, 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 hurry, 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 no time to eat my favorite curry. Move, 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 no time to groove. Jump, jump, jump from one to another, no time for my bump to sit still for too long. Talk, 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 don't let prospects balk, don't let them walk away. There's always a way, always sway, keep swaying, swaying, swaying. Money, 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 money is my only honey. I can't even see the day is sunny. My belly is burning, but I only notice my mind hungry, not the hunger in my belly. But I'm a rock, damn it. They get heavier and heavier and heavier. My body gets weaker and weaker and weaker. But I'm not a tweaker, damn it. More and more and more, money, money, money. My days get longer, my sleep gets shorter. More and more and more riches. But my body keeps doing more and more of the strange twitches. Then someday I fall in the middle of the hall. They call 911. I wake up. I don't even remember my own name. And everyone looks the same. Nothing tastes great. I grate my teeth. I lose everything. I sleep more and more. With my lost voice, I have no choice. I don't want to sleep. I keep keeping myself awake. But I keep falling into sleep. I want to leap, but sleep keeps calling. I keep falling back to sleep. Then in my dreams, I hear a voice. It's okay to sleep. It's okay to sleep. It's okay to give up for now, to get back up later, much later. You are still worthy. It's okay to rest now. It's okay to rest now. It's okay to rest now. You need rest. Rest now. Let your body recharge and restore itself. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Sweet child, remember when you were wild and free, let yourself fall into this void, this dark void that's actually freedom, because it consists of nothing, no thing. Now nothing can hold you prisoner anymore. No need to listen to what others might say or think of you. When you got no money or honey, rest, child, rest. So I rest and rest and rest. For the first time, I feel my body like it's floating on water or in the air. In my dreams, in my real life, my racing heart slows, slows, slows down. My belly cools, cools, cools down. My caged mind opens, opens, opens for the first time. I see the sky. I see the sky. I see the sky. My jittery nerves find new curves, new pathways. Their signals too stop prancing about frantically. Instead, they start dancing gracefully. They start flowing, 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 making new waves in harmony with the rest of me. As I slowly wake up from this slumber, I am rewired. I no longer move, move, move. It's now plant, plant, plant. New seeds, and let them grow on their own. Just water, feed, and take care of them. I groove, groove, groove. To the rhythm of these seeds within me and outside me, I open up to them as the world opens up to me. I no longer keep jumping and prancing. Instead, my seeds grow into trees and then forests with their own internal moves, intertwined, reaching into the waves, then join into one ocean. That ocean moving with power and grace, moving me into new shores with sun and smiles and touch and kisses and laughter and caresses and sweet nothings in my ears and holding hands I could never have imagined before. This groove has its own momentum.
Yes. I felt like I was like an elementary school child. And I was like, ah, that was so decent. Is your field in any of what you do? Are you working with children?
With children, no.
I was gonna say because you're like a natural at it. You know, I think children will like naturally gravitate to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So.
That was great though.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, and you have one more, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So this is called, this is another story. This is called God of Light and Order versus the Goddess of Chaos and Darkness. And it's kind of, an anti-colorism poem or story because there's a lot of, you know how in a lot of fantasy series, there's always the evil person, the nemesis or the anti-hero, right? The nemesis is always a dark-skinned person, and they're literally called the Dark One, right? And then the hero is often literally a white person or a light-skinned person, and it's always a white savior trope, right? And which can perpetuate colorism in our communities. And even when we say something is bad, we say it's dark, right? And I really wanted to flip that because in our indigenous Hindu cosmology, for example, we have both, you know, Kali, for example, it's dark skinned, right? And a lot of our gods, like Krishna, is blue, like it's actually blue because like it's to symbolize like being so dark they turn blue, right? Like and Kali has actually two versions. She has the white version and the black version, right? That's when she manifests as Gauri, she's white, and when she manifests as Kali, she's black. And so it's all about it's more about, the balance and things like that, right? And so I wanted to flip that narrative where I said, uh, Well, basically made the god of light and order the evil one, right? And then the goddess of chaos and darkness is the hero of the story, right? So yeah, this is the story, yeah. And then first of all, I don't believe in the good evil false binary, but in this context, I wanted to just flip that narrative, right? So this is called God of Light and Order versus the goddess of chaos and darkness. Do you remember the moment the light blinded you from that dark, infinite void inside you? The fertile chaos that nourished the swell of your creative focus and expression? That was the light of the God of light and order. He wanted all the power in the world, and the goddess of chaos and darkness disappeared from our eyes, existing everywhere, everywhere. The empty dark of space, the empty dark of space, the darkness beneath the swirl, and the dark void within us, on the right side of our hearts, but hidden from view, only available for those who don't participate in demonizing her. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It's been a while. I remember the first moment I discovered you. You were so different from the fancy, fake bliss of white light. You were something else. A deep peace, a vast space, infinite rest, big relief, deep breaths. Sigh. Just sigh. Deep breaths. And my bird felt free from its cage of light and the order imposed by those in power and privilege. My bird was a hummingbird at first, humming along merrily, 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 flitting about from one new original idea into another, one new hidden room to another, in the newly discovered mansion inside myself. Now that so many previously locked doors were open. With each room it visited, it became stronger and stronger. It changed into a sparrow, then a parrot, and then an eagle, and then an albatross, and finally a garuda spreading its gigantic wings across every room of my mansion. As it hearted, all the walls fell down, total chaos, darker than it had ever been. At first I was so scared, but the chaos freed me up even more, because now there was no more order at all to hold me prisoner. All that was left was pure, infinite, chaotic openness that also contained infinite order, but so much more.
Yes. Awesome. The storytelling poet, everyone. Everyone,
Yes.
shout out to Kundan. Thank you so much. And for that educational information in the beginning about Hindu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely good to know.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you and you want to share any upcoming events or anything that you have with the people?
Yeah, locally I host every Tuesday night here in Santa Ana. There are Talk to Me Tuesdays, which is a local event that is about community conversations and things like that. Community conversations and workshops and things like that. And I'll be teaching a workshop on burnout recovery at that place. And then in the future too, I may also release monthly subscription-based workshops as well as virtual VIP retreats on becoming rooted in rest and burnout recovery. And unlike typical personal growth programs, we will be taking social justice issues into account, such as, the perfectionist roots of burnout, which can come from, colorism, white supremacy, and colonialism. The fact that we have to work, twice as hard to make half as much as them, right? That saying, which basically means working 4 times to make as much as them is basically what it means.
Yeah.
And which of course leads to burnout and things like that, and having to be to appear to be good or good enough or perfect all the time. That's why in one of my poems I literally said infinity is the opposite of perfection, right? And I'd rather be infinite than perfect.
Yes, I like that. Rather be infinite than perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's coming up soon, and then I have another program based on my 5 types of anger model, and teaching people relationship boundaries and going through each type of anger per week. It's a 5-week program that's also coming up soon. So be on the lookout for that too. And then of course you can always hire me for custom transformational stories, poems, and affirmations to heal specific issues in your life as well.
Yes. Definitely connect with Kundam, okay? Thank you
Yeah.
so much for sharing your stories with us and allowing us to actually visualize while you are speaking. Definitely
Right.
great.
Exactly. Yeah.
Great way to share your art.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, so follow me up there, Akashic Consultant Sabra. You can also follow my secondary pages, like Clear Focus 7 and Story for a Cause. Story for a Cause is to teach storytelling to climate justice activists. And then Clear Focus 7 is to give clarity and focus to creative leaders.
All of it is necessary. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely check Kundam's pages out. Okay,
Right.
follow up with them.
Cool.
Connect.
Yeah.
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 Thank you.
And then thank you. And follow the host too.
Yes. Well, enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend.
Alrighty. All right. Thank you. Peace and love.
All right. Peace and blessings.
Bye.
Shout out to everyone who participated for this month's double art event, where you have a chance at sharing your art for a good cause and participating in the competition. It will continue for next month. The theme will continue to be hero versus villain. So since we have not come up with a winner yet, we will have that option available. And I will share literally a 2-second piece called So I Write. Infused with the soliloquy of my thoughts, the impregnation of my maturation over time had to unload. So I told my pen to explode, dripping with the excretions of my emotions onto every line until rubber met the road. It was euphoria overload, betwixt together as one, intertwined and inseparable, when my pen married my paper. Sincerely, the intellectual poet. All right, y'all. Yes, originally we were going to come on in about an hour from now, but because of my schedule needing to be updated, we had to push up the event, but we will definitely be back next month. We will either do the Battle Art second Fridays and our Art of War, Art Awareness Fundraiser third Fridays, or we'll have another double art event on third Friday. Yes, I know, because you're in a whole nother time zone, sis, but definitely next time it might be a little bit later, like around this time, so you'll be able to hop on, you as well as Uncultured Asian. All right, because I definitely wanted both of y'all to hop on, but unfortunately I have to get ready to head out. So thank you all for hopping on. Make sure you remember that you are uniquely designed and one of a kind. So don't let anybody stop your shine. Nobody can be you but you. So make sure you are uniquely, beautifully, and artistically you. That you do you, live you, love you, and crush it too. I am Intelexx, your host, founder, and CEO of Intelexx Artrepreneur Agency, the Indeed for Artists. We connect you with so much, from resources to experts, networks, and platforms to promote you so that you can be the best you that you could be in your unique artistry. And we do that to the best of our ability. To all of our newbies, to our OGs, to the team that's with me, I appreciate each and every single one of you for your continued love, dedication, support, recommendations, referrals, donations of all sorts. To your critiques and feedback, all of it is appreciated and welcome. We would not be where we are today without each and every single one of you. So thank you for all that you've done, all that you're doing, and all that you will do. We do this for you, all right? So shout out to you all. Until next time, I hope you have a great night and an awesome rest of your week. All right, y'all. See y'all next time. Have a great weekend.